soldiers, I hope you're all doing okay. So it's Sunday, so we're going to have a look at another story from the Bible today. Now we're going to spend the next few weeks looking at this person that I'm going to speak about today. But I'm going to see if you can guess who it is I'm going to speak about. So I'm going to give you some clues. Are you ready? The first clue is, he's a man. There's a lot of men in the Bible, so I give you some more clues. He was put in a basket when he was a baby. So this person was put in a basket when they were a baby. You figuring out who it could be? He went from being a slave to a prince and then back to being a slave again. You ready? I've got your last clue now. He went on a 40-year-long wander through the wilderness with millions of his people. Do you know who it could be? It is Moses. So we're going to have a look at the story of Moses for the next few weeks. So we're going to start the story today about finding out about what happened when Moses got put in his basket. Are you ready? Okay, little soldiers, so I'm going to teach you some actions to go along with the story because I can't do it on my own. So, are you ready? These are the actions. Hush-a-bye baby in your reed boat. Down by the bank, you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. And do it one more time before we tell the story. You ready? Hush-a-bye baby in your reed boat. Down by the bank, you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. So the story's called The Baby in the Basket. So let's get ready. We start with the actions. Hush-a-bye baby in your reed boat. Down by the bank, you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. Pharaoh had made God's people his slaves. Still they grew strong and still they grew brave. Fearfully they'd rise, rebel and destroy. He ordered the death of each baby boy. One Hebrew mum came up with a plan to guard and to save her own little man. She built him a tiny bulrush's boat, caked it in tar to make the thing float. Hush-a-bye baby in your reed boat, down by the bank you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. Into the boat her baby boy went. Following that, his sister was sent to watch and to care for all of his needs, hidden among the Nile River reeds. Then Pharaoh's daughter went for a bath. He had something crying well off the path. She looked in the river, and that's where she spied the little reed boat with the baby inside. Hush-a-bye baby in your reed boat. Down by the bank you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. Bring him to me, she ordered her maid. Into her arms the baby was laid. A Hebrew, she said. Then kindly she smiled. I'll raise him as my own dear little child. A nursemaid, she said, is what this child needs. And that's when his sister rose from the reeds. I know a woman, the girl volunteered. She'll do a great job. She's living near here. The mother was paid to feed her own son, then gave him right back when nursing was done. His name will be Moses, announced Pharaoh's daughter, the baby I pulled up out of the water. Hushabye baby, in your reed boat, down by the bank you bob and you float. Sleep and be safe, and know as you do, your God and your sister watch over you. So far in Moses' life, we've heard that his mum had to put him into a basket to protect him and to save him because all the baby boys were going to be killed, which is really sad. But what we learn in that story is that even when things are difficult and even when things can be a little bit hard for us, what we know is that God knows that, and God is there, and God cares for us, and he is there protecting us, and he is looking after us always. So God still does amazing things and is still working in our lives, even when we can't always see it, and even when it's really difficult. So what I want you to do for this week's craft, I would love it if you could make your own basket with Moses inside it. So I don't mind how you do that. You might want to actually go outside and build it with twigs and things, or you might want to draw it, or you might want to make it out of craft things. I want you to make that basket. Now there's a lovely verse in John 16:33, and it says this: "Take heart, I have overcome the world." And you can put that on your picture if you do a picture. So, okay, what I'll do now is I'll just pray to close. So again, I'm going to say some words and I'll pause for you to say them back. Are you ready? Jesus, I thank you that you are always there. Even when things are hard, you are looking after us. I thank you that you protect us and that you care for us. Amen. Okay, so before we finish, we've actually got a really lovely message from somebody who's missing you little soldiers so very much. So I'm just going to pass over to her now.
Hello everyone at Little Soldiers. Just a quick message to say I'm missing you all so much. I'm missing having lots of fun with you on Sunday mornings and playing with you and everything. I hope you're all having a lovely time at home with your mummies and daddies, and you're getting to do lots of fun things and playing outside in the garden and going on nice walks. Just a quick one from me. So if you're feeling at all a bit worried about things or you're a bit upset, what you can do, something that I've done with Evie before, is if you make a prayer jar. So it doesn't have to be anything special. You can take whatever you can find from around the house, whatever your mummies and daddies have got, and a piece of paper, and you can either get your mummies and daddies to write what you're feeling worried about, or you can write them yourself if you're old enough to write, and just write on your piece of paper, crumple it up, put it in the jar, and then pray over it and give it over to God, and then everything will make you feel so much better. Okay, I miss you all loads and loads and loads, and I can't wait to be able to see you and have lots of fun and get messy and stuff again. And yeah, I hope you're all okay, and if you need to speak to me at any point, you can get your mummies and daddies to give me a call. That's fine. Okay, lots of love. Bye.